Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Buckets, Blitzes, and Breakaways podcast. This is week 3 of our football podcast. I'm your host, Evan, along with my brother Jake.
What's up, everyone?
And our good buddy Hayden as well.
Hello.
And today we're going to be discussing some football, and I want to get right into what is going on with the Colts. Like, Hayden, you had some strong takes about it. I'd love to hear it.
Yeah, I think it's kind of crazy how the Colts are 3-0, but I'm also not surprised with the teams they've played, obviously. But one thing I do want to say this, right off the get-go, is it's immensely screaming 2024 New Orleans Saints. I don't know if you guys remember, but they started the year. They started the year 2-0, and they looked so good. And everyone thought going into Philly that year that they were gonna demolish Philly. And then they kind of just shit the bed for the rest of the season. By the way, they didn't do good at all.
Yeah,
and
I
so
it
just
actually.
Yeah,
it kind of screams that a little bit. But I'm not this. The team doesn't. One thing I want to say also, I know I'm going on a small rant here, but one thing I do want to say is Daniel Jones is a good quarterback when he's in a good system and when you have a good running back and O-line, and it just all goes well.
Yeah, no, I think that they're on a roll right now. Obviously, the teams they face, they just beat the Titans. I'm pretty sure, and this is coming from a fatty sitting at home, but most things with a heartbeat can beat the Titans. I'm just saying, with all due respect.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Daniel, I mean, he's proven himself. But I know what you mean. About that Saints season, it's I think they started off really good, but they didn't I don't know if I'm not if I'm talking about the same thing, but didn't Olave get injured and then the quarterback got injured, and then Shaheed got injured, or was that after that? I don't know. I don't know if I'm on the right page.
That did happen.
Is that a different year though?
No, that's the same year. But
Oh, okay.
they still kind of shit the bed at the start of the year.
Yeah, the hype kind of died
They
off.
look so promising.
They did, yeah.
And that's the that's kind of the vibe I'm getting because the teams they beat weren't good at all. I think they beat
They beat Dallas. They tore Dallas apart.
Yeah,
and then they beat the Carolina Panthers. So right after that.
Yeah, and then they basically. Well, I mean, they barely lost to the Eagles though, but after that, it just didn't recover.
That's true.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to see because they face obviously the Rams, so that's going to be a huge test for them. Right off the rip right there, that is a huge test for them. It'll really test whether or not they're really about this and they're going to stay true to the how they've been playing. But sorry, go ahead.
I would just say, and I love the matchup there because you have a really prominent and just a very confident running back right now with how Taylor's playing right now. I think with that O-line as well against that brutal D-line that is just so promising, I'm really excited to see that matchup.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It really tests the Colts offense and just their scheme. If their schemes only work against not so good teams,
100%. This is a good team.
Oh, absolutely.
This Rams team should have beat Eagles, and you know what I mean. So
it came down literally the last possession. So I'm totally with you there. But yeah, so I guess that I'm excited to see though, because obviously they played really good. They just narrowly beat the Broncos, wasn't it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they narrowly beat them. I watched that game, and the rookie kicker, I believe it was, and yeah, that was exciting. So there's a new. I mean, obviously it's week 3. We all know the teams they face. We've said that multiple times now, but it seems like there's some sort of fire under Indianapolis that hasn't been seen for a while, I guess.
I've heard of other talk shows and stuff that there just seems to be something different about Indiana this year. That just seems a lot better than before.
Yeah. So who knows?
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, I've never been one to say Daniel Jones can carry a team anywhere, long term, but I don't know. It's hard to say, but
we'll have to wait and see.
Absolutely. But what are the big news should we get into? I think there's been a lot of injuries. I mean, there's always injuries, but there's been a lot of pretty unfortunate injuries lately. I think maybe we should talk about those.
Yeah, Nick Bosa going out is kind of really hard for the Niners, especially because they're also 3-0, which is kind of very surprising in my standpoint. When they have Brock Purdy and George Kittle, I feel like two guys that, and not to mention they don't have Brandon Ayuk or what's that other? Well, they never. I mean, Debo's gone, but I'm talking about the other guy. What's that other really big playmaker they had? Jawan Jennings. He's out too, right?
Oh yeah.
So they really don't have a lot of weapons in that aspect. Sure, they have CMC, which is probably their best weapon out of all of them, but it's still interesting that and a little upsetting that Nick Bosa's gone. Obviously, I think you were going to bring up James Conner going out. That's hard for them too.
Yeah, I mean, like I don't know how many people have seen. I haven't seen the all the angles of it, but from what I did see, your leg's not supposed to bend that way. His leg
No.
snapped. Like that's all I know. So I pray that he heals fast and then he gets back to recovery. But I don't know what the odds are of him coming back. And if he does, is he ever going to be the same? Not to say that he was some all-time player or any means, but he was definitely a contributor, a good contributor. But then
definitely
also,
a journeyman in the NFL.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, okay, fair enough. I didn't know too much about him, so that's insight for me. But another thing, like the Achilles injuries, dude, like it's so sad to see. Like obviously Austin Eckler goes down for the season last week, and then this past week, Najee Harris, his season's done. He ruptured his Achilles. That's just it's so. I mean, brutal. It's common because it's in football there's a lot of movement and certain things like that can trigger something like that. But it's just so sad to see still, especially with Najee Harris, like. Steelers legend. Like people are saying that they should have kept him around. I don't know how true that is, but it just kind of sucks, man. Especially
it really does.
Especially how the Chargers have been rolling this year.
Yeah, and also with the fact that also CeeDee Lamb's out as well.
Yeah,
that's brutal for the Cowboys.
4 to 6 weeks with a high ankle sprain. That's what it said. That's what I read. So that's brutal.
Yeah. Lots of injuries this week. Not a good thing. You never want to read those, obviously, but.
Yeah, do we think that the Cowboys are going to recover from that? Like, it's 4 to 6 weeks. Like that's a long time in the NFL season, right? Like the Cowboys have already been on a tremendous decline, and that's with CeeDee Lamb. So like, where do we go from here?
I mean, they have Pickens, they have Tolbert, they have a lot of decent guys, but so I think they I want to say they'll bounce back, but.
So we're thinking that their other receivers need to step. Well, obviously their other receivers need to step up, but do we think that Pickens can channel his former self like this? I know he hasn't been targeted as much because he's number 2. Yeah, because he's number 2. But are we thinking that he can do it for them?
I say yes, but I also think it just comes to we have to remember that the Cowboys were already on kind of a descend to maybe not fully lose because they want to lose, but they don't have all those pieces on the offensive line yet. They still don't have elite wide receivers in depth, if that makes sense as well. So when you have Ferguson at tight end, that's going to be probably their number one targeter.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're going to do. I think they're just going to be a very mediocre team this year, especially with how the Eagles are the prominent one there, and then Washington and everything. It's going to be the same thing in the NFC East at least. So yeah.
Fair enough. All right, should we get into each? Well, yeah. Should we just briefly go into games from Week 3?
We can.
Okay.
That'd be a good idea.
First game I want to talk about is the Thursday night game. Obviously, it was a barn burner. Buffalo and Miami. A lot closer than I thought it was going to be.
Oh, 100%. I thought the Eagles I'm so sorry. I thought I thought the Dolphins kind of surprised a lot of people, especially how they played. Tua looked a little bit better. I think they defensively they played really good against Buffalo. For the most part, especially how dominant Buffalo can be. That's kind of the key there. So, yeah, it wasn't that bad of a game from Miami. I think from what you expect from them, it's a good game for them at least.
Yeah, that's fair. I think that obviously, I mean, Tyreek Hill played fine. I feel like he was clicking at some point in that game, but at the end when the Dolphins needed a score and Tua threw that pick to seal the deal for Buffalo. I think that because it looked like they were gaining some momentum, and then right away, it just killed any momentum.
He did say though, 100% of the time he's making that throw, which I don't know if I agree. I saw a different angle on it,
but
it's such a weird angle. I kind of see what I get the mentality of what he's saying. But I don't know if it's 100 times, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Maybe just maybe
times.
75.
Oh, okay. There you go.
You
Yeah,
know
I
what I
was
mean?
reading
Like,
about like how the defense, obviously, like I'm newer to football. Like I know I'm starting to learn. That's what I guess how I put it. But I was listening to some of the commentators as well, and they were saying that like the fact that Tua immediately looked there, and then waited, and then passed it late, it was like the defense. That's an easy read for the defense. If you're an intelligent defender, you look where the quarterback is looking. Now, not
oh
always,
yeah,
like not every defender is going to be able to read that 10 times out of 10, but like it was a simple enough read. Like Tua made it easy for the defense to read that by staring at him for so long. You know what I mean? So like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I think when you got a defender in your face, like a defender in your face, and like you kind of snap, and then you look, and then you don't make that throw right away, like you just said. Yeah, it's going to be detrimental. It's for sure.
yeah, and I mean I'm obviously not a quarterback. There's a whole nother level of pressure that I'll never experience being an NFL quarterback. But just from a viewer's perspective, I could see that, and just I guess from watching analysts and stuff break it down,
Yeah, for sure.
I can definitely understand
But
with what they're saying.
the worst part of that team though of Miami, and it's not even close. The worst part, and I mean, my God, it's so cheap if you go to community college for it. The man Mike McDaniel's has to learn how to speak at a press conference. He
Yeah,
has,
that's facts.
he has no idea how to speak at all, and it makes my eye twitch every time I like hear one thing from him. He's like,
Nah,
when you pass the ball, and I'm like, brother,
yeah,
speak.
yeah. To win a football game, you have to win and not lose. I'll never forget that. Like, brother, no, I'm glad he figured it out. Like, come on, buddy. We all knew that. Like, come on,
Have you
dude.
seen that meme? Have you seen that meme where it's like the monkeys and it's like philosophic, like what's the word? Philosophicus? Is that not that's not right.
Philosophical.
I'm done. Thank you. You know how like those like it has like the monkeys and it's talking about like all that kind of philosophical stuff.
Yeah, I think so. I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. That's like the type of quote that Mike McDaniel just gonna drop with that one.
It's like the NBA quote where the guy's like, "I can use my left hand, I can use my right hand. I'm amphibious." The brother claimed to be a
Yeah,
frog.
yeah.
Like, okay,
Yeah.
like you gotta,
No.
I'm whatever. But but yeah,
Anyways,
no, that
getting back on
was
track.
yeah. To get back on track, it was a better game than I thought it would be. But the Bills came out on top, and I think they
100%.
ultimately willed them out to the end, and I think that's what mattered.
And there's a thing
What's up?
that I read somewhere of looking at the Bills' schedule this year, and there's a question to when they would get their first loss, because their schedule seems pretty simple, but like,
Well,
when
I think we could definitely talk about that right after we're done our kind of like review of kind of last week. We'll talk about that like the first thing. So keep that down, and then
For
we'll
sure.
kind of go back through that.
Okay.
I think that's a good idea.
Next game though, we got the Vikings and the Bengals. Jake, close your ears, buddy. This is gonna be tough for you.
I
Um,
watched the first half, it was already enough for me.
I watched the whole game, baby. Let's go Vikings. I'm not a Vikings fan, but I turned into one for about 48 minutes there. That's not the length of a football game. I'm tripping. Anyways,
Well, it's for a 4-day plus. So,
oh yeah, I guess yeah. Hey, thank you for the reminder.
yeah.
Carson Wentz signed just not too long ago. I'm pretty sure. What or did he? Wait, no, was he the backup or was he just signed? Or am I thinking about somebody else?
I think it was his last off season.
Okay. So okay. So it's not like he's new, but yeah. Anyways, he showed up, did his job, definitely.
Yeah, he looked like kind of his days back in 2017 when he was on the Eagles kind of form. He looked really good, honestly.
Yeah, he threw for 173
That's
yards, 2 touchdowns. Jordan Mason did his job, 16 carries for 116 yards, 2 touchdowns. But that was not the start of the show. Justin Jefferson obviously did his thing too, but the defense, brother, the defense was something I had never seen before. Isaiah Rodgers, brother, 3 solo tackles. He had a pick six. He had 2 forced fumbles. One of them he returned for a touch. Like, come on. He played out of his mind.
yeah. The
Shut up.
Vikings, I feel like, have always been known for having a really good defense. And then when you look at it, like I said, like this is one of the kind of we talked about it last week. Um, the not the Browns, the Bengals are just a team where it's so offensively driven that like if you're not winning with the offense, you're cooked.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that defense has been better, obviously, but it's not on the caliber where it's gonna be like it can just win you a football game, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, that's true. And Jake Browning, obviously, he got sacked. What was it? How many times, Jake? You want to remind me?
Well, it says 3, but I don't remember. I think it was something stupid, like 5 or 6.
Oh, yeah, I think they got like 7. I don't know what it was, but yeah,
The maybe think of it last time.
Probably pressures.
Or,
You could probably say like 7 or 8 pressures.
yeah.
yeah, but it was, as a Bengals fan, that was every time we turned the game on, the Vikings were scoring in some way, or like we turned the ball over. It was not fun.
Yeah, 2 interceptions from Brown. That was just tough, man. Like, yeah, it was. I feel for the guy. Honestly, I feel for the guy, but it's really easy to make fun of him for it. I'm not gonna lie.
Especially with the with going into this game, how the last time these two teams faced, the like Browning was the quarterback for the Bengals, and we beat the Vikings. And I think he yelled, "You shouldn't have effing cut me." And then I guess the Vikings heard that and said, "Okay." And just actually like
Yeah,
yeah.
But yeah, no, that was insane defensively. But yeah, 48-10 domination. I'm excited to see where the Vikings can go from here, and I'm not too excited to see where Cincinnati goes from here because I don't know if I want to dabble into that. It's gonna be scary territory where they end up
for
going.
sure.
But next game, should we get into it, or do you want to say one more thing?
No, yeah, let's get into the next game. I think we should talk about those no, we just talked about no, we did have we talked about the Rams and the Eagles?
Not yet. No, we should get into that though.
Yeah, we should get into that one because I think that was, in my opinion, personally, I think that was my game of the week for sure. I
100%.
think but I mean, like, obviously there's the Lions and Ravens, but like when you look at the game and how it went on and everything, oh my God, it was such a good game.
Yeah.
First off, Eagles were up 14-0, and then out of nowhere, the Rams came back, and then it was all this like kind of like it was very defensive at one moment, and then I just felt like Cardi got robbed twice while they blocked it, and then one return from Jordan Davis.
Yeah, that was insane.
It just I felt like I really strongly believe both of those teams are like a top 3 teams in the NFC. But like the Eagles are going to be the Eagles always until they get rid of that roster. It's going to be a long time until it's like that. But the Rams are a young team and they're so good still. I just love that wide receiver core. I love the defensive line. And I just love that team. I think it's a really good team right now. But
the Rams
it was a good game.
The Rams have reliable players at every position, and I think that's
Yes.
obviously what makes a
Yeah,
team.
yeah, the Rams like dominated that first half. They just couldn't like keep it going in the second half.
Yeah, literally.
Like they were up like what 19-7 at halftime.
Yeah, and the box scores 19-7 at halftime, and then the Eagles just had a monster second half, dude.
Like I think the
Yes.
Rams scored early in the third to make it 26-7, and then from
Yeah.
then on it was the Eagles,
Yeah,
and then of course a couple blocked field goals, and then Jordan Davis blocking and taking the field goal home for 6 to end the game. Like
didn't he reach like 18 miles per hour or something crazy? I read something about that.
I don't know
Like
how fast
he
it
was
but
he was a
zooming.
bullet down there, brother. Like that was crazy.
And
Probably.
He even said in the interview that he hasn't ran that fast since his combine. So
the adrenaline
Yeah,
rush
right?
must have been otherworldly. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say.
100%.
like they already won the game, and he just secured it with a touchdown. 'Cause why not?
Absolutely. I remember when it happened. I was like, "Don't pull a hammy." Like he looked like he was determined, but I didn't want him to, But no, that was a crazy game, dude.
That was
Amazing.
a great game.
But next up, I think maybe we want to talk more about. Do we want to talk about how kind of horrible the game was between the Packers and the Browns?
Very briefly, I think that that Browns defense is really good. I think all I think about that game, how you can just put it into one little play, was when Myles Garrett was pass rushing against the left tackle, and he swooped inside and went completely just clean off the bone of the left tackle, and all you hear the left tackle from Myles Garrett's mic on his body, obviously, is Jordan Love, run! As he's like trying to like run, like Jordan Love's trying to run away, like he's running from Michael Myers, basically. So,
Yeah, no, that's good. It was a brutal offensive game, but Cleveland won 13-10. All of their points came in the fourth quarter.
yeah,
They fell apart.
I think I think honestly, the Packers definitely should have won that game. But the Browns have this last couple of weeks, they've been always kind of in it. I feel like I don't think they've like had a blowout loss, have they?
I don't know.
The
I'm not-
Browns.
I can kind of.
I'll look it up
I
too.
mean,
Yeah,
they lost to the Ravens by a pretty big margin week 2.
Yeah, it was 41-17 in week 2, but week 1 they held their own against the Bengals.
really?
Even if they only lost by 1 point. But yeah,
Yeah.
the Ravens destroyed them.
Oh, I thought they actually had a better game.
No, it was 41-17 for
Oh,
the
bro,
Ravens.
the
Yeah.
Browns' schedule was pretty horrible. They faced
To
the
be
Lions and
fair,
the
hold
Vikings.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold the horses. It was, uh, it was 20. Wait, I can do math. It was 20. It was 2010 going into the fourth quarter.
Okay,
So it
so
was just
they
a
held
fourth
their.
quarter eruption then.
They were in there
They
for a
scored.
little bit.
They scored 21 points in the fourth quarter. So
So
like,
so it was
sure they
just a
let
fourth
up,
quarter
but
breakdown then. Or if like
yeah.
it's
So
open,
like,
yeah.
yeah. So I don't think it's even like obviously it's 41-17, but I feel like the Browns haven't like lost that bad every week. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So.
it looked worse than it was. Um,
Mhm.
One more thing before we move on, though. I have Jerry Judy on my fantasy team. I was contemplating
Yeah.
keeping him on, switched him off 3 minutes before the game started. I'm very happy I did so because he only had one reception for 17 yards. Anyways, though,
That's fantasy, right?
yeah, literally.
I think I'm very surprised that the Patriots played how they played. I felt like they played very lackluster of what the opportunity the Steelers gave. I felt like every opportunity New England had a chance of scoring, they just fucked up by fumbling the ball. We had 6 turnovers that game, which is like really bad.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Um, but I think how bad even Pittsburgh played, like Aaron Rodgers, he just kept throwing them out of bounds. Like he didn't care of like like he didn't care at all. I just felt like that game was so easy for us to win, and yeah, I was just a little devastated on we lost to that type of game. But we play Carolina, so we gotta be
Well,
up
hopefully
like
you
kind
can
of
take
more.
your anger out or something.
Yeah,
Well,
right.
After seeing what Carolina did to Atlanta,
yeah.
Yeah,
Speaking
let's
of
speak of
which,
that.
what a
Yeah, I
shutout,
was gonna
brother.
say
Whew.
that's
that's
probably
pretty
like
crazy how Carolina played.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's arguably like the you think that's like an upset of the year or one of the, or is that just an upset? Because that's
That's just it's kind of an upset. I mean, Michael Penix played horrible, but like, I think Carolina has that potential in some sense. I mean, like I said that they were gonna be better, but like I wasn't expecting like a blowout against Atlanta. But like it is Atlanta. I've seen that happen before. So
Yeah, I've heard about Michael Penix. Like he has potential, but maybe giving him the starting role over Kirk Cousins wasn't the right decision.
and of course my fantasy team. I have the Falcons defense, and I thought, hey, they're playing the Panthers. I'll start them, and look what happened.
oh my god,
And look what happened. And then
what happened?
like
Like how many points did they get?
it was 30 to for my fantasy team. The defense got me 3 points.
Well, that's pretty good.
That's not bad for
So I
losing
looked on
30
someone's
nothing.
fantasy. It was like -4 or whatever. I can't
Yeah,
remember what defense that was.
I've seen that too. But yeah, somehow they gave me 3 points. But I'm like, really, the one game I thought they could win, they get shut out. Like, come on.
Yeah. Um, what do we think about the Buccaneers Jets game? Surprisingly, honestly, I know we weren't gonna. I was saying the wait, but I just want to bring this before we start talking about it. Evan was kind of cooking. He said there's a potential that Jets could actually like shock people, and he's not wrong. Like it actually was kind of shocking that the Jets almost won.
Yeah, I think that I knew it was going to be close, but I don't know. Because did I say that the Jets would win or did I say the Bucks would win? I can't remember what it was.
I think we all
You
agree that
said,
the Bucks
oh,
will
one
win.
second. So I don't know. I think yeah, you said the Jets would win, and then you're like, actually, no, Baker's gonna have a fourth quarter, like something like that. Your fourth quarter, like he's gonna go
He's gonna
crazy
go
or
great.
something.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I remember saying that now that you said that, but like, I don't know, man. I I think the reasoning, like, I obviously at the end I thought the Buccaneers were gonna win, but like my reasoning was wrong. Like I thought, um, the quarterback for the Jets, not Tyrod Taylor. The I guess he substituted
Justin
this
Fields.
Justin Fields. Sorry, yes, thank you. I thought he was gonna play. I
Well,
guess he didn't play.
When he's injured, so
Well, yeah, because he's injured. Yeah,
oh yeah,
but like,
I think Tyrod played. Correct.
yeah, he did. Yes.
Yeah. So and Tyrod's been always a known quarterback in the NFL. He's just always had to deal with injuries, but
Mm.
um, but I don't believe the Buccaneers should have been in a game like that with an 0-2 Jets
Oh yeah.
personally, but
Yeah, no. I mean, the Bucks are 3-0 now, so that's big. I'm glad they pulled through because it slipped
Mhm.
from their grasp for a while there.
And you guys see what Baker said to the rookie receiver in like a joking way, obviously.
I didn't see, no.
Oh,
He's like,
make sure to catch my balls with two hands or something like that.
yeah, he's like, don't you dare disrespect my ball like that, because he like he did like a one hand catch over Sauce Gardner's head, and so Baker was like, don't disrespect my ball like that, please.
That's hilarious. I didn't know he said that. That's funny as hell.
Obviously he was joking, but
Yeah.
he's like, please just two hands, please, like don't disrespect
A
it.
little too risky, yeah. Especially if you're doing it over Sauce Gardner. Like, come on now. But yeah, no. So the Bucks 3-0 now. I'm happy for them. I like the Bucks. Baker Mayfield,
And
one of
then
my favorite players. Not my favorite, but he's up there.
and then with the Chiefs playing the Giants this week on the Sunday night game, that was pretty good game.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of it. Jake, I think, watched more than I did.
I
I think
watched,
it
yeah,
was,
I watched basically the entire second half.
Mm.
I think it was like not like crazily good, but like it was an okay game for a Sunday night.
Yeah,
I don't think the Chiefs are like honestly after watching it though, I will say like sure they did win, but like you got to be a little bit worried now. Even if they lost, it would have been extreme worry. But now that they won by that margin, I think it's a little bit worry,
mm.
especially because Kansas City's not like blowing out bad teams. Um,
Yeah,
yeah, I'd be cautious of that.
Yeah.
I
I saw
mean,
Mahomes looked a little rusty in the first half. Like I don't know if you've seen the play of him. He was targeting Kelsey. Kelsey was wide open. He looked directly at him and pass faked, and then looked away
Yeah.
and then passed behind Kelsey and it was incomplete. Like I don't know. It's just and then we saw Kelsey and the coach going at it as well. I can't remember his name. We all know who he is though.
Andy Reid. Yeah.
Andy Reid. Sorry, that's yeah. We saw that. I don't know if you saw them hidden, but they were going at it. They were like
I didn't.
screaming at each other.
I didn't see that.
And I saw that Stephen A. Smith said that like he definitely doesn't doubt that Kelsey's still a great player, but he's a shell of his former self. What do you think about that?
I can agree with that. Like personally outside of like football standpoint, that can expect like kind of affect you like in a
Mm-hmm.
lot of ways. I mean, like he just got married, or like he just
Engaged.
proposed, which engaged. Thank you. That's a huge thing on someone because they could just like sure like you're mentally thinking about football, but you're not physically thinking about football. If that makes sense.
Sure.
Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
you have a new chapter in your life in a sense. You're older. You have a podcast with your brother. Your brother just retired. Like there's so much more to football when it's after that. So like an old shell of yourself is a good term to use in this situation for Travis Kelsey.
Yeah, because it's not that he's bad. It's just that he's not what he used to be.
100%.
He
Yeah.
he still has flashes here and there being explosive, but it's definitely not
Not as
27K
prominent.
anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
But
Yep. I agree.
Mahomes, I mean, I from the first half alone, I thought it was extremely sloppy. But at the same time, the whole first quarter was. It was only 3-0 at the end of one. So
I mean, like they're getting some receivers back pretty soon too, because I know Rasheed Rice is still suspended, but he's coming back in a couple weeks. Um,
Yep.
Worthy should be coming back relatively soon as well. So
mhm.
Yeah.
what?
But we can actually. I think there's not really a lot of scores to talk about anymore, right?
Oh, let's see.
The
I mean,
Ra-
we could talk about
the Ravens game maybe.
the Ravens game, but before we get into that though, I do want to
Oh
talk
yes,
about.
the Bears.
I want to talk about the Bears, dude. Last week we
Yeah.
got a lot of flack. We got a lot of flack for our take on Caleb Williams. Okay, we said that he wasn't making reads, and there was somebody in the comment section. It actually made me laugh. Like it was funny as hell. He was like, he was quoting us saying like. Doesn't make simple reads, isn't that good, blah, 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 whatever we were saying, right? And he was saying, spoken like true quarterback fanatics, or whatever the hell he said. And I was like, dude, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Because I'm just a fatty sitting at home making comments, right? I have no
Yeah.
credibility, but, like, my opinion is an opinion, and I like putting it out there. But Caleb Williams said, hold my beer to what obviously, he didn't directly respond to us. We're nobodies in his eyes, but to the flack in general that he was getting, and the criticism and stuff like that. He said, hold my beer, threw 298 yards, 4 touchdowns, went insane, 31-14 for the Bears over the Cowboys. I mean, it's the Cowboys, but come on. Still something.
Yeah. That is a good game. You can't say it's not a good game. He played well. Um, I think also when you look into that flea flicker, he had to Luther Burden, the rookie, had a really good game. He had over 100 yards,
Hmm.
and that flea flicker they threw, and Terrell Edmonds on the defensive side played like outstanding. He had over like 15 tackles for 2 interceptions.
Yeah.
Uh, they played a complete game, and especially against the Cowboys, haven't been that really good, and they don't have Lamb anymore and all that. It was a good opportunity then for that win. Yeah,
Yeah, no, for sure. And
I still think
mhm.
whether anyone thinks or not, the football fanatic dude or whatever, I still think Caleb Williams is not a good quarterback in my eyes. But I think you just played a team that was very.
I was gonna say
Um,
he's not as consistent as like a decent quarterback would be. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
yeah, he
it's
has
not top tier.
he has a nice game now, but like next game he'll probably shit the bed if he's
Yeah,
not right.
yeah.
We got
I
to
mean,
remember
we're not saying that
he
he's
did throw.
bad, but like he's not good. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's a
Yeah,
weird sort of thing there. Like,
he's
um,
just mid.
pretty much. Like, and there's so much potential there. Obviously, we see it, but like this is a game example, like perfect example right here. But, and we were talking about it earlier this week when I brought it up to Hayden about the hate we were getting. When we and you brought up a really good point saying that like when you talk about any NFL team, it could be the Panthers. If you say the Panthers are bad, there's gonna be some fans there saying, "Well, actually." And it's going
Yeah,
to be like that
100%.
with every single fan base because the NFL is such a diverse fan base. You know, there's so many diehard fans for every team. So, although a lot of people disagreed with us, we still have our opinions, and our opinions are still ours. So we can hold those. And Caleb Williams' ass. I mean, what? No, I'm just playing.
Yeah, 100%.
But yeah,
No, I
so
agree.
So I think the final game we should talk about is probably the Ravens and Lions.
I think that's fair.
Yep.
Because
Um,
I will say I have Montgomery on my fantasy team, and he absolutely cooked for me.
12 carries, 151 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Everyone, like,
It was,
everyone's going to talk about the 72-yard run. He should have brought that to the house, but like he got chased down.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Um, I do want to say you brought nightmares to my girlfriend, Jake, because they played against each other in fantasy this week. I know we keep talking about fantasy, but I just need to say this because it's super funny because it's like no one really knows besides me and this obviously. But she's like, "Do you think I'm gonna beat Jake?" And I was like, "Honestly, you play Zay Flowers and David Montgomery," and I was like, "Zay Flowers never gets any touches, and it's just notorious for that." And he got you like 2 points or whatever it was, right?
It was like
And
yeah,
then
it was
I'm
like
like, David Montgomery's the second running back on that team, and there's no way he's going to get a lot of touches. Well, that was the complete hold my beer,
yeah,
and just ruined
like
everything.
I was predicted to win by like 10, but I was already down by 40. I'm like, how the fuck am I predicted to win still? And Montgomery said, "Here, I'll help you out," and he gave me like 37 fantasy points. I'm like, I'll take it.
Yeah, right. Um, yeah, that was a crazy game. Like I'm not gonna lie. Even Lamar Jackson had a good. I feel like Lamar Jackson was doing a good job of like silencing Detroit, even though they were in obviously Baltimore. But I feel like because the Lions they were coming out pretty good. So I feel like Lamar Jackson. I feel like when he was throwing, he's really good. He threw 21 for 27, 288 yards, 3 touchdowns. I feel like he did his job. But
His O-line did not.
yeah, exactly. That's what I was trying to say because
We
he got
got
sacked
we
a
got to
couple times.
remember. We got to remember this is a big reason why they won. I feel like earlier in the week, the Detroit Lions signed from the Ravens practice squad Malik Cunningham. Why does the Baltimore Ravens have Malik Cunningham? Well, he's literally I honestly, and I'm gonna be this. I know I'm not an NFL quarterback, but he is a Walmart version of Lamar Jackson. He is like, if they had to put him in, they're gonna put him in because he understands the system as best as Lamar can. You know what I mean? He's just not like the. You know what I mean? Anyways, they signed him off the practice squad, and for the whole week, they just used Malik Cunningham as like a Lamar prototype, and they just told him to do the most insane things you can that like replicate him. And then that's what they did, and that's what you kind of saw it as an exhibit A on
Mm,
the field where they just kind of contained him like crazy. And
that's true. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, like they got the quarterback pretty much with ease in the fourth quarter, especially 7 sacks. Like you can't like
That's what it was. So
yeah,
it was 7 sacks that game.
yeah.
Ah, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
you said the 7 sacks for the Vikings game.
That's what it
this
was.
game,
Sorry,
yeah.
my bad. My apologies. Yeah, that was
I know it was a
insane.
fair amount still, but
But yeah,
yeah.
no, I
yeah, that's a
mean,
lot of staff.
Yeah. But we saw Mark Andrews getting a lot of touch. I mean, 6 receptions for 91 yards. He had a really good game. Rashad Bateman. I feel like he doesn't get as many touches as he used to. 5 receptions
No.
for 63 yards. It's a good game for him. A touchdown. Um, Even like, I want to get. Let's address the elephant in the room. Derrick Henry. That's fumbles in every game so far this week. What's going on?
And all three have costed them the game.
Yeah. Well, except I guess not one. This week 2 one. They still won, but I guess it was in somewhat clutch time.
But I think it's the same thing that's happening with Ramondre Stevenson on the Patriots. He keeps fumbling as well, and it's sometimes people go through it, and it's mentally like it's probably the worst part of being a running back is fumbling the ball. Yeah. Sure, receivers can fumble, but it's not as impactful as like a running back is because you're running the ball 24/7. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I don't think it really. Obviously, maybe he's not playing as well as we all thought he would, but he's still not doing bad, really. I mean,
no, it's not bad, but it's still not. It's very uncharacteristic to him.
Uncharacteristic for sure. Yeah. I think that's it for last week's games. Maybe we should get into our predictions.
Hold on. What was the thing that Jake was saying? Remember? Did he write it down? No.
Oh, yes. The Bills' schedule. That's what we were going to talk about. That's what it was. Thank you.
Because I was asking when we think the Bills will take their first loss.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so they beat Baltimore. They beat New York. They beat, the Jets, that is. Then they beat Miami. They face the Saints. Do they take the win there? I think so, absolutely.
Yeah.
Let me look at the schedule.
That's like a practice game for them.
Their next 4 games are against the Saints, the Patriots, the Falcons, and the Panthers.
They're going for that.
And they lose to the Patriots.
Okay, buddy. I mean, it's possible.
That's their first loss.
You think
they lose by 50.
You think say that one. Hold on. Say that one more time. Say that one more time for the people in the back.
The Patriots are going to beat the Bills by 50 points when they play on
Ladies
Sunday.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is. I don't. You know what? I don't even know.
It's the prime time. Think about it. This is their. You remember I was talking about trap games? This is a trap game. The Patriots are going to be like lower seeded. Obviously, they're in the Bills Stadium, right? It's Sunday Night Football. Bills Patriots. It's a rival game, and they're going to get smacked.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't even know what to say.
So let me ask you this question, Ed. How many picks will Josh Allen throw?
I think he throws 0, but I think they're going to be so. I think he's going to get sacked 4 times, and I think it's going to be a very defensive game in the first half. It's going to be maybe the score is going to be 10-7 for New England, and then in the second half they just score 40 points.
Hayden, I'm going to say this right now. I'm going to cut it from the clip because this is a clip. I already know it. So the people in the podcast that watch it all the way through are going to know about it, and I'm just joking when I say this, but ladies and gentlemen, this is a good reason to not do drugs. I'm cutting. No, I know you're being serious, and I'm joking when I say that, but that's a good ending to the clip, I think. But no, but
100%.
That's your opinion. I don't agree with it. It's plausible.
Sure, yeah.
It's possible. Anything's possible, really.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
They could get shut out. It could be 65-0 for all I know. But the probability of that happening, on the other hand, I don't know about that. So I'd be interested to see. Now, in my opinion, and I assume Jake's opinion, destroying the Saints. They're destroying the Patriots. They're destroying the Falcons. Maybe not destroying, but they're beating the Falcons. Carolina's getting mollywopped. Kansas City, though, in Week 9. That's going to be a fun one.
I mean, from the way we've seen the Bills play compared to how we've seen the Chiefs play, I can see the Bills also not dismantling the Chiefs, but maybe having their way, if you will.
Well, that's okay. Fair enough. Yeah,
and not being in the 50, but being in decent margin.
Yeah, I think that's valid for sure.
Maybe a touchdown or 2. I think the arguably first loss will probably be against the Eagles in their second-class game.
Fair enough.
Well, you think they go that many games without a loss?
With the way they've been playing, yeah, I think so. They have to keep.
No, okay, hold on. Let me. I want to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15. You think they're 15-0?
I can genuinely see it. Yeah. I
15?
mean,
You're
they might
thinking,
lose to the
don't
camp
lose
to the
to the
Bucks, but like I can
don't lose to
genuinely see
the
it. Like
my
Okay.
God, the lose to the Dolphins in November 9th before that.
Okay, I think Jake, I think that's a little crazy myself because anything could happen, brother. Anyone could go
I
down
know,
with an
like I know,
injury.
Alec could have a bad game. Their whole line could just
15 though. Think
15
about
was
it. Not
diabolical.
the only time that's really been done like actually properly is when New England did it. But New England had literal they that year. There's 11 positions on offense, and 10 of them were Patriots. They had to that year. They had to redo the Pro Bowl because it was so Patriot like. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
they
there's so
went
many. Yeah,
18-0, and then the Giants beat them in the Super Bowl. Like the fact that you're thinking that they're gonna go 15-0, like I think it's more plausible that the Patriots beat them actually by 50. And I don't full heartedly like 100% believe that, but I'm not like you know what I mean? Like
hey,
yeah,
it's just my hot take, okay?
yeah, it is an
yeah,
extremely hot take. It is hellfire level of hot take. But all right,
yeah.
I think next we should move into the week 4 games. Maybe we should do like a little bit of. We could discuss a couple games, but I think we should sort of go through it kind of swiftly. First game Thursday night, Prime Video or Amazon Prime Video, I should say. We got the Seahawks and the Cardinals. Who do we got here? Both 2-1, both kind of ass. Where do we go from here?
I'm
You
thinking
know,
Seahawks.
You think Seahawks? Okay.
okay. I'm gonna pick the Seahawks as well, just because I love the Cardinals, but like I saw how the Seahawks played and everything, and I just think they're gonna play. Yeah,
You know what? I'm the oddball out here. Kyler Murray for the win. Let's go, baby. Let's go, Cards.
I you
Yeah,
know
I
what? I hate
disappointed you,
this
I know,
too.
but
No, I'm gonna pick the Cardinals as well. I'm switching.
okay, all right. I think it
Like I
might be
said,
close, but
like I said with Cardinals and the Panthers, I'm riding or dying until a certain situation. So
there you
I
go.
like I like the Cardinals better.
All right, next up we got I almost said the Pittsburgh Penguins. Holy, Pittsburgh Steelers and the Minnesota Vikings. Who do we got?
That might be a pretty close game, but
Give me the Vikings.
I'm taking Vikings with all due respect.
it's a toss up. That could be probably a pretty close game, but
Both defensive heavy teams in a way, but I think the Minnesota has the better offense.
I think Minnesota might have the arguably better defense.
Well, yeah, they do, but they're both decent. Like Pittsburgh has a decent. I mean, if I remember correctly, at
Yeah.
least.
Yeah, I know. I know what you're trying to say though.
So I mean, damn. Like I want to say, I don't know where to go here. Like I might just say fucking pick the Vikings for now and then change my mind later, but we'll see.
Well, if it's on here, then it's
No.
official. You have to
Yeah,
change,
yeah.
you have to change your mind by
do it
the end of
now.
this podcast. So if you don't change your mind, it's here. It's written in stone. Okay.
You know, I'm gonna go against you guys as well. I'm gonna say Steelers. Final pick.
All right, fair enough. All right, next up we got the Chargers and the Giants. What do we think? Who's going to win there? I think it's going to be a walk-off for the Chargers. I think they're absolutely going to kill them.
I don't think they're gonna kill them, but I do agree. I also pick Chargers.
I think, Jackson Dart's now starting for the Giants too.
Yep.
I got the Chargers.
Yeah. Okay, so Tennessee and Houston, battle of mid. What do we think the C.J. Stroud's going to finally crawl out of his cave of despair?
I hope so. I have him on my fantasy team.
Yeah, I say. That's a hard game. Is it in Houston?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna say Houston.
I'll say Houston.
But I'm gonna be so upset if Tennessee wins that game.
I was just saying, I can definitely see Tennessee pulling out a win here, but I also go with the Titans. Texans, sorry.
Yeah, I'm the same deal. I think Tennessee has the potential to do it, but I hope they don't. Washington and Atlanta. Do we think Atlanta bounces back and scores?
No, I think Washington wins this game.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, especially with Jaden Daniels coming back. I think Washington wins.
I think it's almost it's everything but decided fully at this point. Like I think it's there. Yeah. Saints and Buffalo.
Buffalo.
Saints Buffalo. I think it's no doubt. It's definitely Buffalo, right?
Yeah.
I was gonna laugh if you just went crazy.
No, well, he already made his stance on it. He said that they'll beat the Saints. They're gonna lose to the Patriots. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. Next up, we got the Bucks and the Eagles. That's going to be close. I think that's going to be fun.
That's a good game. Yeah, I like that game a lot too.
They're in
I
Tampa as
say
well, so.
Let you
give me the
guys go first.
Buccaneers.
I'm gonna say, bro. I was gonna say the same thing. I feel a Baker Mayfield. I feel it, man. I don't know what I feel, but I feel it.
Yeah, I got the Bucks.
I want to say the Bucks, but I feel like the Eagles will find a way to win. I feel like the Eagles are like the new Chiefs. Everyone hates them for winning and for coming back. Like
That's valid, but Bucks are gonna win. I think Tom Brady is gonna manifest through Baker Mayfield, and I think he's just gonna be throwing dimes all game. Okay,
Yeah.
that's totally realistic way to look at things. Anyways, next up we got the Browns and the Lions. I think the Lions are gonna destroy them. Maybe not destroy, but I think the Lions are gonna pull through.
I like the Lions as well.
Yeah. I don't think they do it twice in a row against the NFC North. Give me the Lions.
Yeah. Next up, we got the Patriots and the Panthers. Do we need to even ask Hayden? I think we know who's gonna win.
Yeah, this is pretty obvious.
I say Patriots still too.
I do too as well. I think we're unanimous about the Patriots winning.
Let's go.
Next up, we got the 49ers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's a rough one.
I got the Jaguars.
I'm
I
leaning
also have the
to.
Jaguars. Yeah.
I think I'm leaning towards the Jags too because 49ers so injured, bro. Like it's criminal how injured they are.
100%.
Then we got Indianapolis and the LA Rams. That might be maybe not game of the week, but it's definitely one you need to circle.
It feels it. That's yeah, 100%.
I don't know who's gonna win, to be honest.
Give me the Rams.
I think they're probably more likely to win, but it's definitely a good test, like we were saying earlier for Indianapolis. I think that the Rams I think the Rams will pull through.
Yeah, I agree. I also go Rams.
Okay, next up we have the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. That's going to be a fun one too. I'm going Baltimore. I'm sticking to my guns here. I'm a half-assed Baltimore Ravens fan, so I'm going to be more.
Yeah, I think the game could go either way, but yeah, I think I'm favoring Baltimore as well.
And then I think the exact opposite. I think the Chiefs win this game.
Okay. That's that's fine. Yeah, all right, fair enough.
Just because I think
sorry, go ahead.
this time around when Isaiah likely plays, he's gonna score a touchdown and his foot will be actually out of bounds.
Okay,
Not like
but
last
okay,
time
we're not getting into that again, brother. You still think it was in? I don't know about that
100%.
one. But also Xavier Worthy's back. It was just confirmed about 20 minutes ago that he'll be back for Baltimore, or facing Baltimore.
Which is really good.
That could change. Yeah, that could turn the tides right there. But next up we got the Bears and I almost said the Vikings. The Bears and the Raiders. Battle of mid.
Give me the Raiders.
I'm taking the Raiders too.
The Raiders.
I'm going against you guys this time. I'm going Bears.
Interesting. Okay. You know what I will say? I'm a huge fan of Rome Odunze.
Yeah, he's pretty cool actually.
I love the way he's been playing. He has a touchdown in every game, at least one touchdown in every game. He's been playing out of his mind. Next up, we got the Green Bay Packers versus the Dallas Mavericks. Nope, not the Mavericks. The Cowboys. It's not how about them Mavericks. How about them Cowboys? I think Green Bay's gonna. I think Green Bay is gonna beat them.
English?
No, I can't, dude. I'm actually having a serious problem right now.
You think Parsons will have a decent return in Dallas?
Oh, I think he's gonna sack Dak Prescott 2.5 times.
I actually have a prediction that not a lot of people are. I'm going for all the marbles with this one. I think it's a tie.
So you're predicting the first tie of the year?
Yeah.
That's bold, but I'm not against this.
I'm gonna go even more bold and predict the score. Like what?
Let me think about it. But you guys keep going with your prediction. Like, does one of you have to predict something still?
I'm going to say. I think also I'm also going Green Bay myself.
Yeah, I think they're gonna pull through.
I say. Actually, I don't feel that bold. I think Packers win.
Fair enough.
But I think they win 31-28.
Okay, so it'll be
Okay.
close. I think that's fair. I think that's fair an assumption. Monday night games we're getting into now. We got the Jets and the Dolphins. I don't think anyone should tune into that game, but I think the Jets will win.
I don't know. I
I
feel
think the
like,
Dolphins win.
yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like this is the game Tua might have his wake up call.
Actually, you
I
know what?
honestly,
I'm switching sides. I think
this
the Dolphins could pull through.
this might be a toileable game though, for sure. It's definitely not good.
I think I'm edging Miami here.
Fair
Please tell
enough.
me there's another Monday night game though.
Yes, there's a second Monday night game. Yeah, that would be diabolical on their part.
Yeah.
Denver Broncos, Cincinnati Bengals. I'm taking Denver.
My biased ass wants to pick the Bengals, but after seeing what the Vikings did to them last week, the Broncos have arguably better defense than the Vikings,
Yeah.
and then PC2 as well.
PS2.
Yeah, PS2. Sorry.
EC2, did you say? Oh man.
Shut up. I I have to say Broncos as well, but watch the Bengals just rip them apart. You know, Jake Browning, I don't think he's like that yet, but
I say the Broncos too.
I imagine the Broncos here.
All right, unanimous Broncos fan. Well, not fans, but you know, I'm kind of. I think I'm developing into a Broncos fan somehow. But what's up?
Is there ones that we didn't get like completely like all the same answers or no?
There's a couple where we had different answers. Yeah.
I think you meant like we're almost picked the same team. I think.
Oh, a couple where we all picked the same team. I think we all picked. Well, we all picked Green Bay.
No, I was saying what Evan was saying first, but it's okay. Never mind. We're good.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, there's a couple where we picked the wrong or different teams, the wrong teams. My bad. But I think that will wrap it up. I mean, I don't. Do you guys have anything else to say? Anything to add?
Not
That's
popping
pretty
my
much
gun now.
it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you all for tuning in. Hopefully you guys watched till the end. If you didn't, that's fine too. Make sure to share this with your friend. Watch it with your dog, your cat, your cow. I don't care if you're a farmer. Watch it with your horses. But thank you guys so much for watching again. Leave a like on this video. Subscribe to the channel. Check out our shorts. We have a lot of blind rankings and fun stuff there. So make sure to go follow us on TikTok, Instagram. Links will be in the description. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I said that 3 times now, but we'll see you next week.
See ya.
Bye bye.